Guys, welcome to the J Scott Outdoors podcast. I'm driving from southern Colorado back over the pass of Independence Pass. I've been following the Arkansas River, and it's just beautiful. The rain's been coming down, beautiful sunset, and just some real brilliant colors. I tried to post a few pictures on my Instagram. But I wanted to go over, I talked about elk moving and being in this transition period right now from when they rub their velvet, and around that first week of August to say the 15th, maybe even the 20th of August, depending on where you're at and what have you. But right now those elk are in transition. In Colorado here, the elk are already kind of sounding off and bugling and kind of working their way towards cows, and I anticipate over the next week for the activity level in Colorado and the high country to get even better and better and better. In Arizona, I don't expect much really. I've heard of a few guys saying they've heard some bugling, some small bulls kind of getting with and trying to herd some cows around, and that's very common for this time of year. Specifically, what I would be doing if I had an elk tag, I would be trying to learn my unit. If I didn't already know my unit, I would be looking for every possible glassing point that I could get up and get some elevation, whether it be a ridge, a point, any little contour. Some of the units are flatter, some of them have a lot of contour, and it's not hard to find a glassing point. But I'm going to glass my brains out. I'm going to glass hard all the way up until the season starts, and I am specifically looking for the bull that I want to hunt. And if I'm not finding that specific bull, I'm constantly moving and moving and moving and trying different knobs, different angles, different positions, glassing into the sun, glassing with the sun at my back, getting on a cone knob and rotating 360 degrees. I'm driving roads, I'm checking tracks. I don't run trail cameras, but if I did, I would be running trail cameras on trick tanks and on drinkers and any wallows that you might find, and really trying to beat the brush, because specifically I'm trying to find a specific bull or a few bulls that would be kind of in that shooter class, and everybody's different what they're looking for. But you have to be extremely diligent about moving and not getting stuck in a rut of glassing off the same spot over and over and over and saying, well, I'm not seeing them, what should I do? Well, if you're not seeing them, move. If you're not seeing the right bull, move. But continue to come back every couple of days and glass, a morning or an evening in spots that you've already been. So give them a few days to refresh and to kind of regenerate and see if any bulls move in there. The other thing I'm looking for is cows. Those bulls are going to move to where those cows are. So I'm looking for those cow groups. And I'm looking for specific bulls, but I'm also knowing that if I see a bull early, like, from late August, that first week in September, there's a chance he may be on the move. So what is that bull doing? Is he feeding? Does he look pretty stationary? Is he walking across a meadow and never stopping? If you see him never stopping, there's a pretty good chance you need to kind of get in the line of their path of progress. Which way was he going? Where was the last place you saw him? Start trying to anticipate which direction that elk is going or that bull is going. Or if you're up on a knob and you see a bunch of cows and they're working a certain part of a meadow or an opening, and they're pretty stationary, well, I'm betting that I can come back there in a couple days and there's going to be a bull with that group. So I'm taking notes, I'm taking inventory, I'm you can write notes on your phone. You can write them on a yellow pad. You can, nowadays you can take notes, by audio and record it, and keep it right on your iPhone. If you've got a buddy that you're scouting with, I'm constantly cross-referencing with Dar. What are you seeing? Where are you going today? What angle are you looking at? Communicate with your hunting partner, and try and figure out, basically we dissect those units and basically pick them apart from head to toe. And quite honestly, that goes with every animal, whatever we're hunting. We very, very rarely ever go to the same spot together. I see guys and they go and they hike with their hunting buddy and they go up on the same knob. Dara and I hardly ever go together. We almost always split up. We almost always go to different areas. And if we need to cross glass, and if we find something big and we need to really hone in and see how big it is, then sure, we'll work together. But when we're in the searching stage, we're moving, we're dodging, we're weaving. I hope that tip will help you guys out. The Colorado season's already, it started on Saturday. It's Monday now, and Monday evening. And I just got word that a friend of mine, Justin Schaefer from Alaska, he just shot a big Dall sheep there in the Chugach. He had a Colorado tag here, not too far from where I summer in Colorado here, and I just saw a brief picture of it. Looks like he got himself an archery ram in the state of Colorado. Looks like a pretty dang nice ram, and he's really on a roll. I want to congratulate him. Also, my friend Brian Rimza. He's up there with Mike Jones. We call him Jonesy. Rimza and Jonesy are up there hunting at Arctic Red River in the Northwest Territories, where I'm hunting next July. And Rimza shot a mountain caribou on the first day of his hunt. Big caribou. And was able to get it back to camp and back to base camp. And then I think 4 days later he shot a big Dall sheep, 40.5 inches, 14-inch bases, just a big Dall ram, probably a mid 160s Dall sheep. Just exciting times, guys. Keep me posted on your progress. Any hunts you have coming up, you can email me at jscottoutdoors@gmail.com. You can send me a direct message through Instagram. That's at jscottoutdoors. My buddy Chris Rowe is hunting right now with some relatives on the Colorado archery elk season. It's just fun stuff. I'm planning to go to Wyoming here on September 1st. And it's just awesome time to be a sportsman and a hunter. And just want to hear from you guys. I appreciate all the feedback. And I want to thank the sponsors, GoHunt.com Insider. They're doing a 30-day free trial. You go to GoHunt.com/JScott. You can check out what the Insider program is all about. KUIU Ultralight Hunting. You can go to KUIU.com and find out where the mobile showroom, which has every piece of KUIU gear, and they're traveling. They've made a big tour through the West. They're headed up through Texas right now and some of the Midwest, and then they'll be coming back through the West. You can also check them out. There's on my Instagram page, you can find where I've got the schedule. I also want to thank Phoneskope.com. If you use the JScott16 promo code, you're going to get a 10% discount through Phoneskope.com on all of their products. Outdoorsman's, Cody Nelson and his crew, outdoorsmans.com, 1-800-291-8065. Use the JScott promo code. You're going to get a 10% discount there at the Outdoorsmans. Guys, these are real sponsors. These guys pay me money, and they've been a strong supporter of my podcast. I have a loyal group of listeners. I have a loyal group of sponsors, and I appreciate each and every one of you. If you would like, I would really appreciate it if you give me a review on iTunes of the podcast. Give me a fair review. If you don't think I do a great job, let me know. If you think I do a great job, give me a 5-star rating. I'm going to continue to try and put out the best content that I can, and I just appreciate each and every one of you. I love getting pictures of upcoming hunts, prep, and your gear, your questions. I love getting fish pictures and successful hunt pictures and such. So guys, thanks for giving me your attention and your ear. I really appreciate it.